Welcome back to the Spartan Update podcast. I'm your host, Ava and Jackie. I'm joined with my fellow cast and crewmate, Ava and Jackie, and our special guest, Miss Conklin. Today, this Wednesday afternoon, it is currently 39 degrees and cloudy, but there's a high of 57. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
How's your class? Is this freshman?
So I teach a freshman honors right now. I have two classes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Smarties are in here.
Yeah, they're very smart. They're the future. Can't wait till they're on my National Honor Society. You know.
Bring your mic down. Yeah.
Okay. See, I told you I shouldn't mess with the mic.
No, you're fine.
They let me mess with the mic, and that's
Put your mic like where it's like right in front of like where you're speaking.
Yeah.
Where am I speaking?
Like where your mouth is.
Okay.
Oh, la boca.
Technical difficulties.
Now, is it okay if it's angled like that? Okay. All right. Okay.
We live, we learn,
right,
you know?
Yeah,
right
no,
in
yeah.
there.
No, yeah, of course.
Okay. I've never done this before.
No, yeah, welcome.
This is the first time.
We love
for
having
me.
guests.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm excited, sure. I can't wait for my students to kind of understand what, seeing the professionals do it and understand what's going to go into it.
And it's okay to like mess up because it's like just because it's live, it doesn't have to like be like I stutter all the time on here, and I literally just caught myself saying afternoon. I don't know if any of you guys picked that up, but I did, and I was like, oops.
It's very casual, very
very casual. But
I feel very comfortable. I mean, this chair.
No,
has
the chair
something to be desired. Maybe Mr. Plano
soft table to lean against.
Talk about that. But the velvet on the table is lovely.
It's giving like
touch.
Very.
It's almost like nice. ASMR kind of vibe. Like
I always like whenever I sit here, I always like pretend that I'm gonna film something ASMR, but I never do.
Right.
I'm just speaking out. To
what
the
if we
public.
did teacher ASMR? What would they bring? Like pencils, and they would like crunch them like together.
Pencil sharpeners.
Oh my god,
crunch.
We'll film that.
Page turning.
Add that to the list.
Pages,
Yeah.
all of that. But what is your class doing that is involving podcasting?
Well, we've been reading Trevor Noah's memoir, Born a Crime.
Good.
And they have been focusing on a specific lens through which they're analyzing Trevor's identity. So, what aspects of his life have affected him, from his family to the structure of the government under apartheid. And they have to take that focus in the end, and they're going to have a discussion about the impacts of that specific lens. And the discussion is in the form of a podcast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And so I like when teachers make like schoolwork like very creative. I like when they have like their creative outlets on it, and then kids can take that and make it their own from that, and they can branch off. I really like when teachers give projects that allow like free space and availability.
And I feel like they'll remember this more. Like they're going to remember that they did a podcast for this and the information will last longer.
Well, I will never forget Churchwell's project for Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
that was freshman
awesome.
year. It was freshman year,
Yeah,
but that project, like, it's sick.
She had frozen ketchup on her. It was so funny.
Who was I? I died.
Is frozen ketchup a thing?
Merceau?
No,
is that?
Mercutio?
Nope, that's
Mercutio.
Yep. I'm thinking of the stranger.
Who are you?
You're mixing up your years.
Juliet.
You were Juliet.
I was Juliet, maybe. Or who was red? I had a red gown on. I remember that with like a cape.
I don't remember.
I know there was like a red and a blue.
Out, though.
It was like
it was
30,
freezing, and there was like
33.
ketchup all sprayed on us.
That's why your ketchup was frozen?
Yeah.
It was so
and like
cool.
she was on the ground. She was like, "I'm tired." I have to find the video.
I'm sure you
really
were
funny.
I was quite dramatic.
Quite
it comes in the
the
genes.
actress.
It's in the
quite dramatic
genes.
in it. It was very fun though.
But so they're going to be posting it to SoundCloud. So literally, it'll kind of be there forever if they ever want to go
That's
back
kind of like us.
to their work. It's in the, if you post it on YouTube, it's kind of like you can always find it and, see how many views you've had or whatever.
See, there's like a good and a bad side to that because some things you just don't want to be released and they get released anyway.
Yeah.
And like some things you're like, oh, I really want people to see this. And then like, we'll promote it. And then like some things you're like, just don't.
You want to undo
click
it.
on
But that's the danger of,
social media.
Of social media and our internet. It's like things stick.
Be careful what you post. Like,
right.
Always. Like, there will always be a video on you. My mom repeats it to me every day. I mean, she sounds like a broken record, but she is correct.
She is. My mom always has stuff similar to that.
Like she
never send a text,
never put anything in writing, ever.
That's what she says. Never put anything in writing. That's what she says.
I think it's because
our
the friendship.
Yeah.
They were
very
good
close friends in high
so they
school.
share.
They
finish
telepathy.
each other's sentences.
Yeah.
Oh my God, us too.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, new high
So
school
crazy.
besties.
I know. Oh my gosh, this is going to happen.
But getting out of school, actually staying in school life, but how did you get into teaching?
Yeah.
Like, where did you go to college?
I went to Rutgers University.
Ooh.
And I studied English. And when I graduated, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to teach. I knew that, I had a passion for literature and that was something that I wanted to pursue. But, when you graduate college, you're kind of figuring out your options. And I didn't do a teacher program. Rutgers doesn't have a major for education. So if you go to Rutgers, I don't know if their program has changed
so
since.
crazy.
This is long, long ago.
Yeah,
I feel like education's such like a big.
So you had to go into a master's program instead of doing, teaching. A lot of students, they're majoring in teaching and then they do their, whatever their subject is, they're kind of working on a minor. They didn't have that at Rutgers. So when I graduated, I didn't have a teaching certificate. So I had to go back to school.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I actually went back a couple times, so it's, I don't regret the path that I took. I think that it probably was the reason it brought me back here to Ocean.
Yeah. So you went here?
I did. Yeah.
And you have kids that go here, right?
I do.
So
My
you're a
daughter's
big
a
Ocean
junior.
fan.
They're in the district.
Yep. I'm still in. I know a lot of us come back. It's just one of those things.
My mom came back. I'm
Yep.
still here.
Yeah, my mom went here. I'm still here. My dad went here. I'm still here.
Yep. Yeah. So, so my daughter is a junior and my younger daughter is a sixth grader at the middle school.
Already?
So, yeah.
My sister's
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
Maybe
used
they
to
know
see
each
her
other.
all the time.
Yeah, they probably do.
I
Yeah.
used to see it with the Scottos.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
oh my god, she's so she grows
I
up so
know.
fast.
They grow up.
They grow up
I
so
know.
quickly.
She's still my baby though. So,
Yeah.
and she just made the softball team at the middle school. So
Yeah,
she's
good job.
very excited.
Yes.
This is her third team that she's playing on. So
Whoa.
she's
Very
Little League,
athletic.
travel and the school team. I'm gonna
I'd
probably
balanced 3
be
of those
pulling
at
my-
one time. That was
It's a lot.
was awful.
That's gonna be a lot, but
It's a
good for
lot.
her. Good
Yeah.
It's
for
a
her.
struggle.
She found her passion.
Yeah,
so.
she loves it.
No,
So
yeah,
it's good.
and the high school team I know is gonna like do something with the middle schoolers
Yeah.
eventually because there's always been like such a brick wall between the two for no reason. Because like I know that like we do stuff with the Little League for senior night, and we were thinking like why don't we just do something with the middle schoolers? At
Yeah,
that
they would love
point?
it.
They would
I know
love that.
100%, and like there's younger siblings, and like we want to try and build that program as much as possible.
Yeah.
So.
Good.
What can you tell us like about you more like besides college, and like do you have any like fun facts, embarrassing stories? Like
Ooh,
let's talk about
embarrassing
this.
Stories.
Always
Get
the
You're
fun
gonna do
start.
something like this to me.
Grab some popcorn.
Yeah, get comfortable.
I can't think of any embarrassing stories. But I mean, coming out of college, I did teach preschool for a while.
You did.
I did. I taught preschool in Asbury Park, and it was quite an adventure. Definitely something that prepared me for what it would be like to have children, what not to do with children. I had kids who would come in. It was sad. I mean, there was definitely an element to it where you had to have empathy and understanding of the fact that a lot of these young kids were coming from difficult situations, parents who weren't around, siblings who were raising them. But I was cursed at by preschoolers for like 4 years that I taught. They know a lot of words that I was
expecting them to
surprised.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach them the alphabet, and they are calling me MFer. And
Oh my god, they're
You know,
pretty
it was-
advanced.
Wow.
They're
They got
very
that.
advanced, very advanced.
They're on that
advanced.
honors English vocabulary.
They were in the honors, cursing track. It was
Wow.
great. They were on their way
Wow.
They got that
really-
degree already.
really
They've
just-
already graduated.
I think they were in a master's program.
Yeah,
That's why they
no.
said those
Well,
words to me.
you teach high schoolers, and I feel like they might do the same. So, do you like teaching high schoolers better, or
You might be more
preschoolers?
well-behaved.
Definitely. I definitely enjoy teaching high schoolers better.
Much better.
Yeah.
I feel like we know, like, we're almost adults. Like, you kind of have to know to be respectable. Like,
Right.
if you're not, get
Right.
together.
Yeah. The high schoolers are definitely, it's easier. It's also easier, when you have a high schooler who is going through something, it's easier to talk to them. You can detect it because there's a change in their mood or their, personality or whatever. And, you can approach them differently. When you have a little kid, a 3-year-old. Yeah. And if you've ever babysat, you probably know, or you have
I babysat Mr.
siblings.
Polano's teacher, son. Wow.
Did he MF you or?
No, he's very well behaved.
I heard he took Ava by the hair, swung her around, and threw her.
No, I just can't talk about it. It's just
she's all lies. Keep her mouth shut.
It's all lies right now. But yeah, you look at a little preschooler, and it's they don't have the language, and not only that, but no one is encouraging them to communicate, so they hold everything in, and when things are not going well at home, and when they're hungry or whatever it is, they don't know how to say to you,
out,
right? So it comes out as MFer, and you just kind of you have to learn how to which is why I think as a mom, it's been a lot easier for me to kind of handle some of the things that come my way, because I understand it's a way of them trying to tell you how they feel without really having the words, to say it. But
have you ever taught middle schoolers?
Yeah,
or is
that was my next question.
I have not. I have not taught middle schoolers. When I was hired here, I actually did my my lesson, my sample lesson in the middle school. One time, I chaperoned a middle school dance for my daughter.
Those are wild. They're the most fun I will ever have.
Let me tell you, I am so glad I do not teach middle school.
They are.
I never want to go back.
No, they're
this coming in 8th grade class. Like, I'm terrified for the high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is actually genuinely scary.
I don't know. They said that about the freshmen this year.
They're
kind of crazy. Though.
Yeah, they're a little bit crazy.
I don't know. I mean,
is this a freshman class?
These are my
freshmen. This is a freshman class.
Yeah. I have some great. I mean, I will say in all 3 of my classes right now, I'm enjoying my students. So I'm kind of waiting for, I'm like, where's this craziness they were talking about? It, I haven't.
You won't find them in an honors English room.
When they stepped in the building,
even my other classes,
they became mature.
Even my other classes, yeah. Well, you know what I do?
Maybe not.
No,
maybe not.
No.
I take it back.
To what extent do you feel? To what extent do you feel it's also the environment?
It has changed since my freshman year.
Especially since COVID, I feel.
COVID, everybody's behavior changed. COVID kids, I feel it's especially for people going into education right now. I don't know how they're going to handle it. I feel terrible.
Even for us, freshman year, I feel like we still needed so much time to mature, and then it was just cut off, and we're like, okay, you're going to have to
Yeah, you guys.
And I feel like when I came back, I was I am not I feel like I'm not at the level of maturity as everyone else. Right. I still am not there.
Right.
Now we're going off to college.
Am I?
I know. Are we? Crazy.
Am I ever going to leave? No, but I always kind of think, whenever we get that warning, it's not the first year we've had somebody say, or teachers say, or people say oh, just you wait. And I mean, as teachers, we hold our breath, when September's coming, because we're like, this is going to be it. This is going to be the year that I, run out of this school.
This is where you resign.
Right. That's it. With throwing my papers at them. I kind of feel like, the middle school, and I understand why they have to have certain, parameters and restrictions and rules and limitations. But, I almost feel like it's like that parent that hovers over the kid, and the kid is like, could you just let me be who I'm going to be and leave me alone? And then I feel like when they get to the high school, it's almost like, they're like, oh, okay.
So much
somebody's
freedom.
trusting
100%.
me to do this on my own. And I think, for
That's
some
the only
students,
way to learn, though.
Yeah. I think for some students, they benefit from that. I mean, there's others that you're never going to change.
Yeah,
but
take advantage of it.
You'll see them in the
100%.
paper
Those freshmen act like they own the hallways some days, and I'm like, It is
Yeah, it's frustrating as a
it's
senior,
so frustrating because
Especially-
they feel like they're just above it all, and I'm just be honest with me.
Right? Be
you
humble.
are literally 14.
Right. Be humble.
I am
Right.
an adult.
All right. So that's a lesson to all you freshmen out there. Be humble.
Watch out.
Right.
Spartan Olympics gonna go crazy.
Take it down a notch.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for this.
Are you excited for that?
Yeah. Do you participate? Any teachers participate? in
I've
it?
never been asked. I would probably say no though, because I'm
You would
not.
I'm
That
not athletic
embarrasses me.
either.
I can see you shooting some hoops and two ball.
Oh, you do not. No.
Both of the Beckman twins are.
Really?
What are the activities that
aren't athletic.
The academic ball. Do the academic ball.
I don't know about that one either. I don't know. I'm like academics, athletics. Ooh, we're like
pie
where do you
eating.
wanna
They
put
should
my
do
house? No,
a
that would
singing
make me sick.
competition.
I'm not a singer.
Jackie would be crowned.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not that I'm not athletic, but I'm not athletic. I mean, like,
Did you play any sports in like high school?
I
or
did. I
college?
danced.
Oh,
I could probably win a dance contest.
So, yeah, dance
Can we do a
competition.
dance competition?
Yeah, we're gonna add that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
contact student
I think
council.
I
can
could
pull
do
some
that.
strings.
All right,
We
see
can
what
pull
you
some
can do.
strings.
No,
because
yeah,
then
I got that.
Breakdancing?
I'm a shoo-in.
Break
I
da-
can't break dance.
Jackie can hit that coffee grinder.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
on the
yeah?
ground.
and I can do the
Wow.
worm.
Oh, I can do a
I'm
coffee
very good
grinder,
at-
but I
Yeah.
don't. I consider that like tap, not like break.
I can do tap
can
too.
you
I
like
can wing. Can you wing?
Yes, can
Yeah,
you?
I can. Wing.
I don't know
can
what
do
winging is.
Winging.
Oh,
Yeah, little time step action. Something
Yeah,
like that.
so
Can you guys Irish jig?
No,
I
tap
wish.
dance. Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could Irish jig.
I
That's a
feel like
cool-
they just
that's a
like
cool
correlate
dance.
a little bit.
They are. I feel like they have some
I
similarities.
think if you can tap, like you can be taught to Irish jig.
yeah,
you could,
But
be
I don't want to
better
like. I
than,
don't
like,
want to
the
say
average.
that they're the same because
Yeah.
then
No, 100%.
Irish people would definitely come after me, and they're
yeah,
they're
and
fierce.
tappers would get mad too.
Yeah.
They can't be disrespected
And
like
they
that.
have
No,
hard shoes.
don't disrespect a tapper.
Don't disrespect
Yeah,
the
they have
tap.
like hard taps on the
They
bottom of
do.
the shoes. So
They will tap. They will tap your face
It's
off.
so
Yeah.
impressive. Like I was a ballet school dropout at 3.
Oh my god, we went to
3,
ballet
wow,
together.
You went
Yeah.
far for that 1 year.
I think
Yeah.
I also dropped out.
Well, ballet is tough. When you dance, they want you to start with ballet because it's
Yeah.
foundational, and but most young kids don't have the attention span.
Oh yeah.
For
No,
it.
yeah.
I
wish I
have-
stuck with
I
it.
have a dancer out in the out listening in my class right now, so I know she's probably like going to tell me all about ballet. But right, Julia,
She's gonna come in. She's gonna come in.
yeah.
You're all
She
wrong.
starts doing a whole
incorrect.
But that's usually what it is. And then, if that's the only thing you're doing because it's foundational, then you're like, you're 3 and you're like, this is so slow. You want to tap. You want to kind of move around
Yeah.
a little more, but you have to wait.
I
because
went
you
to
have get
soccer.
good at it.
Went to
Yeah,
soccer,
So sports.
then gymnastics for 6 months. Quit that. Got my black belt in taekwondo. I
Mm,
quit. Like that took a while.
See, freshmen,
then-
watch out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Black
yeah,
belts over here.
she is a black.
I may be
belt, so-
5'3", but I will. I know how to kick.
Taekwondo you.
I will.
Taekwondo the
I
heck
will
outta
use
you.
my black belt that probably has expired like years ago.
They
Because
expire?
Yeah, do
no,
they?
I don't know.
Oh.
I know my dad's a 2nd degree black belt.
So you have to
Whoa.
like keep like renew. It's almost like when you're an EMT. Like you have to every year. You have
Yeah.
to like go for the refresher.
But just because I haven't used it in years does not mean I don't know how to do it.
You will dust off
Yeah.
that belt.
Mhm.
And I'm a
Tie it
tapper, so
on.
watch
Yeah,
out
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I have
Yes.
tap. I have
She'll tap
shoes.
you right
or I'll
outside the
sing a
pack
really
doors.
high note in your ear.
Well, I will tap because I can't sing. You sing, I'll tap. You
Yeah.
Taekwondo, and
Yeah.
we'll just like force.
Whoa.
We'll like
I'm
push
scared.
out
What do you
the
reckon?
entire class of 2026.
This is making me
Is that what-
scared.
They're 2026,
I'm
right?
frightened.
2020.
And it's dark in here, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, they're
I
2026.
like how dark
That's
it is
why.
in here.
No, yeah, it kind of makes me want to fall asleep sometimes.
Yeah,
But then
a little bit.
the
If we
light
did our ASMR,
is like, yeah, the light is like ascending me to like.
right?
It
Stay
is
awake.
very.
It's very
bright.
illuminating.
I'm like
luminous.
glowing right now. If you can see.
Yeah.
I'm very
I'm
bright.
questioning my my hair, my part went a little crazy
No,
today.
I
think it looks
seeing myself
good.
on camera, and it's but
I
You're
know.
all camera ready.
Yeah, you gotta
Wow.
be camera ready.
We need hair and
This is
makeup.
as close as I
on
could
set.
get. Yes.
Hair and makeup, please.
yeah. Oh, that would be great if I could get that every morning.
I was doing mine in my car because I had to finish my psychology extra credit, which is bad in the first place. Like I just don't want to talk about it. And then I was like, oh my
Don't
god,
do your extra credit in the car.
no, not
Freshman.
Learn
don't do
from
it.
her.
Yeah,
Yes,
learn
she's telling
from
you what
me.
not to do.
Yeah, exactly. Also, don't do your makeup in the car when you know that seniors will be parking next to you and you know that you're going to be embarrassed because that is actually the most embarrassing thing I've done this year.
You
I've
kind of
done
like
so
this.
I was
many
literally like
embarrassing
this, and I was like,
Hi, friends, people.
Jude, he parked next to me, and I was like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. And then I had my friend next to me, so I didn't really care that much, but like, he never parked next to me.
Right.
It's the one day.
One
Ugh.
day. Well,
It
you
was
you
because I
had to
was
get up
late.
early for the sunset.
Yeah, I had to
I
see
mean,
the
sunrise.
I had to see the glorious sunrise.
The
this
other
morning.
thing that the sun does.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah. So I every day I do a question of the day. I try. Last week was a little crazy,
Ooh.
so I didn't do a question of the day. But the question of the day today, I know some of my students are going to get it right away. But my question was, and I'm going to ask you
Scared.
Does this include
the question.
Does this
Let's
require
see
intelligence?
Let's see if the girls can get our question of the day. How many stars are in our solar system?
I thought you taught English.
I know, but I this one is
Stars.
great, so I had
Billions?
to bring it.
Are we talking billions?
Trillions.
Millions? Trillions? Infinite.
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping my students answered this question if they didn't
Jot
get a
this
chance
down.
this
Jot this
morning.
down.
Wait a
Just have
minute.
it in your heads.
Did you go to outer space and count all the stars?
I did not.
She took
So
NASA.
is this like an S, like a guess, like an?
It's not a
estimate?
guess. There's
If they know-
there is
there's
there's an
proof.
answer.
2.3 billion.
Oh wait, there's one.
Are you serious? As the sun?
Yes, you're
There's
absolutely
one.
right.
Pigo!
You're not just there to push the buttons on that.
No.
Pigo,
No.
show the
Or-
put
He is
camera
more
on
than
you.
that.
Put the camera on you.
Yeah.
Round of
Yes.
applause for Pigo.
Show the
Everybody
camera a nice
clap.
big smile.
Everyone
Yes.
clap out there.
Clap out there.
So what
clap,
is
clap, clap.
what is the one star in our
The
solar
sun.
system?
sun.
Oh my gosh! Why did I think
I know. Isn't that crazy?
you got us? That was a trick question.
Yeah.
You got us.
I wasn't prepared for this. It's too
I know,
early.
I know
It's too
many.
early.
I know many adults who don't know that. So
Yeah,
it's
now-
okay
I'm
if you
glad
didn't
I know it
but
now.
now you know
It's
it.
okay.
And now you can
Somebody-
take that with you somewhere.
I was playing a Kahoot and like the question was how many months have 28 days in them, and somebody put 1 because of February,
Right.
but there's
It's all
12
of them.
months there's 12 months because there's 28 days in every month.
Right.
So little trick question for there.
Yeah, that one will get you. That's like one of those riddles.
That's a
Yeah,
that's
Fall
a.
for.
I think I fell for it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
saying names who
it
because
happens.
they probably will be mad at me.
Sometimes it's like, especially in the morning, the brain is
No,
not
this is like
working.
afternoon, like
Oh.
past school hours.
This was like after I was
the
caffeinated.
the brain was working, it was functioning.
So when you wake up
wanna
in the
know who.
morning, when you wake up in the morning, what are some things you do to get yourself? Like, do you have a
I'm not-
regimen, like something you do
Yoga.
to like wake up? Like,
Ava does yoga. In the
I get up
morning.
Do you?
at like not too early anymore because I got lazy. I get up at like 6ish and then I do yoga for like 15 minutes and
Okay.
then I start to get ready because I just need to breathe.
yes,
Like breathing just opens like my system, my body gets me going. And then I always like to drink water in the morning, like just flat out water. And then down here I have lemon water.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
with
love
me.
your lemon
I
water.
love my lemon water. I bring it every day
Good.
with me. And then I have my Yeti out there, which I'll finish by like 3rd block and then I'll refill it. I
So
love
hydrated.
I love drinking my
I love
water.
water, too.
It's
I
so
love
good
water.
for you.
One of my mottos is grow up and hydrate. I say that like when my
100%.
daughter's playing softball and the kids are like, I need a culotta or I need a whatever. I'm like, just grow up and
No.
hydrate. Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you? Like, and I say
Drink
that to
some
my
water.
adult friends because adults don't do a great job at hydrating. They think
No,
like they're
yeah.
above it now, because they're old.
No,
But
I
You should
love
see my
water.
sister. She carries around like literally like I want to say it's a vat of water.
Like
Like,
a jug.
it is like
Yeah,
insane. the
right.
amount
When
of
you're
water she
tired,
drinks.
it's usually
I
because
know.
you haven't hydrated.
Drinking
No, yeah.
water, it wakes you up, especially ice water.
Yeah, when you like
I
throw it
also
on your
wash my face with cold water. I never make it hot because then it just relaxes me
Yeah.
more. And sometimes if I shower in the morning, which is like a rare occasion because I just hate rushing,
Mhm.
cold shower, 100%.
Wow,
I feel like
Cold
That's
showers,
bold. I'm
it's-
not saying
It's
it's
good
not a
for the soul.
thing. It's good for your hair too.
It's good, very good for
Really?
your
It's
hair.
good for your hair?
It's good
I
for
know
your hair,
that.
cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like
My
it.
hair's been
so
frizzy,
Because like
so I'll have to
heat
do
on
that.
your hair. I mean,
Oh,
unless you
yeah.
want to put heat protectant in on all your hot showers.
Well, wear a shower cap
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time you shower.
Yeah.
I do not shower in the morning. I wake up
I
like
don't
around
wash
day.
6:25, but sometimes I sleep until like 6:30. Today I was running late and I left around like 7:10, which I usually don't do. I feel like I leave.
Yeah,
around,
I'm
like,
in the
7.
parking lot at 7:00 every day. I need to mentally
To do
prepare
your
for my
makeup.
day. No, yeah, to do my makeup. Get ready with me
yeah.
in the school parking lot.
I
now,
never
do you do
have-
your hair in the morning because it looks lovely,
Oh,
Jackie?
thank you.
She's got them heatless girls.
I did the heatless because I was like,
Nice.
we need to look nice for this. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll do like the overnight thing. A lot of the times I feel like I have not been doing. I feel like in the beginning of the year I did.
Beginning
use
of
it
the year, you popped off every
because I was
single
like, it's
day.
new year, like
New year, new me.
New year, new me.
And
But
now
then
you're like,
then I was like, it's kind of
same year, same
like
me.
like it's my hair looks
Nothing
fine.
is gonna
I'll wake up and I'll be
change.
like, my hair looks fine. I'll put it like in a side braid or something. But now
The
for
bun.
today, yeah, or a bun.
Yeah,
Sometimes
the
the
old
bun
bun.
doesn't
Trigger
happen.
warning.
Yeah, but so I wake up, I undo my hair so like it's kind of ready curled. I like brush it through. I do like a lot of not a lot of skincare. I guess
I
only,
did my skincare in my car.
I only
did my skincare in my car this morning getting ready. It was so bad.
I really only
This is my lowest.
use like moisturizer and like put mascara on because I have no eyelashes, so I feel like I need to like make my
I think you
eyelashes
look
dark.
lovely today.
Oh, thank you.
She looks lovely every day.
So that's
Yeah.
and for some reason, like I do not have a big routine, but
Yeah.
I'm always
No,
like
yeah.
brushing.
I
Literally,
don't
that's all
either.
I do. I only do moisturizer, like lip balm, like mascara.
Do you want to know my routine?
Of
yes,
course.
I do want to know your routine.
So I try to do my hair first. And when I say do my hair, I mean, probably like you, I just kind of like do a little curl in the front. And then I wash my hands and then I do this. The hands are wet and I go. Like
Get
that.
those under eye bags.
Get my
I'm
bag
gone.
And that's
Gone.
it. I don't put makeup on. Sometimes I don't even moisturize my lips. It's terrible, but
No, it's not. Simplicity.
Yeah,
It's very
better.
simple.
You look
Less
great.
is
You look
more,
great
ladies.
this morning.
well,
Also, I
it
like
is
how
what
your
it
glasses
is.
match your pink.
Thank
No, yeah.
you.
Are they're
I
pink,
didn't do
right?
planned that.
Yes, I didn't do that on purpose.
Oh, you didn't. Say that you did.
I did.
Yes, you
what
did.
do you do in the mornings? Let's
Coordinate.
hear your morning routine.
I'm interested. Pico's very like
I woke up
mysterious.
at 6:50.
Oh my god! I thought I woke
He's
up
like
late.
the average of seniors in
Okay,
high school.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I just kind of got dressed and went to school.
Yeah, we could tell.
Did you eat anything? Because I
No,
still
I
need my
did not.
breakfast.
I just brushed my teeth and
Good. Well, that's
washed
important.
my
Yeah,
face.
Yeah,
and
wash
that
them
was it.
pearly
Oh,
white.
yeah. I also brushed my teeth too. I forgot
Yeah,
to say that.
I
Don't
did
worry.
too.
I brushed
No,
my
I
teeth.
did
Wash
too.
my face, brush my
Do we
teeth.
have to say that? I mean, I feel like
I feel like that's common.
I hope people
courtesy.
need. Yeah, I feel like
Do
people
you guys
should.
brush your teeth?
They're freshmen. I don't know if
has,
they do.
Who has forgotten? Now I have to defend my freshmen. Out
You have to defend
Yes,
them.
I love them
Okay.
dearly. You know, I've taught freshmen for as long as I've been here. I did teach juniors for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that
but
question as well.
I
will
loved junior
never.
year.
I loved it at the time, but now that I haven't taught them in a while, like I don't want to leave my freshmen.
Yeah, you're good.
So I'm a big freshman
Someone needs
supporter.
to
I
take
don't want
them under their wing.
Well,
really
I don't
liked
want
freshman
anyone.
year.
I love teaching them.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a great year. I feel like there's, they're kind of moving from middle school, so they're
Yeah.
still, they still have that kind of youngish, feel. They're not.
I like that.
Once they're
No.
juniors, they're like, I'm gonna drive. Like, what do I care about?
I know. I feel like so many people are boring. Like
Yeah.
No, yeah, people,
Like, now
people's
that they keep
personality
driving,
traits go down as they
I
go
know
through high school.
people think like that once they get older, like they need to get like more real and like they need to be all serious and stuff. Like you can
And,
still
like,
have
yeah.
fun. Like you can still have a big imagination.
People become
like,
so cliquey and
they-
like they
so
like
boring. I'm like,
strive
oh
to
my
be this
God.
one person. I'm like, it is not that deep. You are literally in middle school in the middle of New Jersey
Yeah.
with thousands of other high schools. Like
Right,
it's not that personal. Just be who you are and don't let anybody tell you to do something that you're uncomfortable with.
Or be someone you're not comfortable
Yeah, exactly.
being.
Don't do
Yeah.
something you don't want to do. It is your right to say no.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can
You need to
say
have-
no.
Yeah,
Preach.
Have self confidence. Like you don't need to.
Yeah, that's
Like,
tough
it's,
though. Some,
it's hard having self confidence,
is.
but like
Yeah.
Sometimes
don't
you're
need
especially in a sea of literally
Right.
teenagers who will do
Anything
anything
to, like, look
to make
cool.
fun of you.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
do. Ugh.
Well, I mean, we don't want to we don't want to scare anybody, but no, I think like when we say,
no, I've had good years. Don't
Yeah.
worry, guys.
No, yeah.
I think
my
when we
freshman year was
say-
my peak of high
I
school,
loved
100%.
freshman year. Like as much as like we're making all these jokes about freshmen, like,
Like, that was
I
my
loved
favorite year of high
freshman
school.
year. So like, and I'm
And
really
you were- yeah, so
ours
you
got
were there
cut
once.
off. Yeah, ours
No,
got cut off. So
100%.
I'm very upset that our freshman year.
I
got
literally
cut off. So
cried when
enjoy
they
it.
said that
Enjoy
we
it.
weren't coming
you
back.
were off to a good run, and then
we
it
were
was
off
like,
to a
very good
first
run.
semester was actually like so fun. Like I don't
Yeah.
know
So
why. I think
fun.
it was just the change in environment, like you
Yeah.
said before.
It's exciting,
and
then,
like you're
ready.
you're
for
with your
new-
friends
new
more
things.
often. Like you don't have to follow such a strict schedule, but you like that's why I think it's going to be such like a awakening in reality for college. Like it is the same thing that I'm going to be doing my freshman year. Like I'm going to be
Starting over,
So
right.
like especially in like a new town with like a bunch of
So
new
now, where are
people.
you both going to college? Let's talk a little bit about that because I know for my freshmen, I asked the question, like, I mean, I know my honors kids are all, for the most part, they're focused
Yale,
on college.
Harvard.
Some, ooh, did you hear that? Yale, Harvard. Some of them already have colleges, that they're as their goals. Like they're like, I would love to go here. I would love to,
Ava's
so
actually committed.
where,
Yes.
so where are you going?
I'm going to James Madison University in
Okay.
Virginia, and I'm going to be studying. I'm double majoring in the School of Art and Media Design and Communications,
awesome.
and with a minor in sports communication as well. And honestly, my freshman year, I had no idea where I wanted to go. I said I wanted to go to UF, not knowing like how hard
Anything.
it is to get in.
right.
And James Madison, honestly, it wasn't even on my list because I wanted to stay in state. And if I'm being honest, I was like, you know what? This place honestly looks really cool. My mom just like like nonchalantly said like, oh, we're gonna go see James Madison, and I was like, I don't really want to go.
See, she kind of knew what you needed even before you did.
Yeah,
listen to your mothers.
Yeah, listen
Mother
to your
knows
mom. They will
best.
be your best
Love that
friends.
song.
They will literally be your best friend. If you, I don't care if you hate your mom and like you think that she's so uncool. She is the coolest person ever.
I love
and
my
never
mom.
disrespect her because she knows what is right.
That's right.
And then I went to the campus, and then I fell in love, and then I knew that I had to go there if I got accepted. And then I got accepted, and then I cried.
That's awesome.
yeah.
So now, what do you want to be? Like, what are you going to do with that degree? Do you know yet? And you don't have to know,
No,
right?
I honestly
Yeah.
don't know. I know that I want to be in that field, and honestly, if I hate it, which I doubt I will, I can always switch my major. It's not like the end of the world. For
Right.
me.
Going in as a freshman, you're
Like,
you're not committed to your major. So you
Exactly.
can always change. But they have that offering, so you
Yeah.
can,
And and if you go in undecided, you don't have to decide till your sophomore
Right.
year.
What do you think the most important thing to look for? Like, in terms of like a college, like, so this weekend I'm taking my daughter to see UMV. She wants to go up north. She wants to be in Vermont.
Oh,
So
my friend loved that campus,
we're-
and I know
yeah.
someone who goes there.
So we're going to go check that out. But like, what do you think is the most important thing? Is it location? Is it major? Is it
For me, I feel like location actually, because I want to be in the city for like, because I like to. I'm gonna try to pursue.
girl.
I'm gonna try to pursue my passion, guys. You don't have to like
Watch.
do what you want.
Process.
Follow your
Trust,
passion.
trust, trust.
So like, I'm gonna try to go to the
she
city.
was going to be a famous tapper?
You
Yeah.
just
Watch
you
for
watch.
her.
Just
wait.
you watch.
So for me, like I feel like my my college path is going to be like kind of different.
Yeah, no.
because for all the people that are still seniors and decision days in like a month,
Literally
I'm here
less
with
than
you
a month.
because I got accepted into like a lot of schools. I got accepted into like Pace in the City, like which I really wanted to go to, and I got a good academic scholarship.
Awesome.
So honors people
Right.
get
Yeah.
scholarships.
Because that's something to consider
Yeah.
too, is where you can get
Money.
scholarship
a lot
money.
of yeah
money.
So I think I might go there, but I would actually defer a semester and like either go out to LA or like go around in the city. Like I
So
know
do you
that's-
want to tell everybody I know a lot of our listeners know. I know my freshmen, some of them might know you, but I know some of them probably don't. So do you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
tell them what you are, like when you
Yeah,
say you're
well-
going to go out to LA, like
well,
what are you going to do?
I'm like a singer,
Tap.
an actor, a dancer. So I'm gonna
Tapper.
Tapper.
Tapper
Added to the resume.
So I'm gonna try to follow my passion because like ever since like I was in 4th grade, I was like, this is my calling, and I know there's gonna be so many people that are like that's. And also, I'd go to college for communications, but there's gonna be so many people that are like like acting like that's such like a no money job. Like what are you
Right.
gonna do?
It's a
Like,
difficult
But the thing is,
choice.
I feel like right now, I just have so much like passion for this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of just like drowning everyone out, and I'm like, I know this is what is best for me.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna follow my passion. Like if you see all the other people like that like have made it, like they followed through with their passion.
You have to do that.
So
So do you
follow
think you
your
would do that? So when you say defer a semester, right?
Yes.
Put off your acceptance
yeah,
and
it's like,
spend your first semester.
So you'll join in spring.
yes, I
spring
would
of
join in
2024.
and like go out to
34.
LA or the city, like stay in the city or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
And to try to get acting gigs and
Yes.
see where it takes you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now
So very different than like a regular college. The regular because I'm still gonna go for like 4 years. It's just I would graduate
Just
in
wait.
the like different.
and, right.
This
Yeah. You'd be off a
fall.
semester, right?
Yeah.
Which honestly, for me, I'm fine with because I like
You're so go with the flow.
I know. I feel like I'm not like I try not to just go with the crowds. Like I try to go with like what is best for me.
Yeah.
And I just
you
feel like
have to.
like a 4-year like going straight into college. Like I just don't know if it's like the best for me.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out what. To
And
do.
then if you jump right into college and you don't pursue that passion,
I'm
are
gonna
you
regret
have-
it.
Right.
I'm gonna
those
regret it. And I feel
regrets.
like a lot of people like always are like, I wish I either like deferred a semester or like traveled
Traveled,
abroad.
yeah.
Everyone always says that. And I'm like, I don't want to like regret anything. And like I really feel like this is good for me. And also my parents like support it and
Yeah.
everything.
I was
So-
going to ask you about your
support it.
parents.
Yeah, my parents.
That's important too.
My mom was actually the one who suggested the idea. So like I have like full
Yeah.
parent.
That's important
Yeah.
too,
Support.
because it takes the pressure, of pleasing them
Yeah.
off of you. And sometimes we make decisions
Based
because
off-
we think that that's what our parents want. You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's
I had struggles
difficult.
with that. Not with college sports wise,
right.
but
Yeah.
it was like I was trying to decide like what would make them happier, and I'm like, it's not about them, it's about me. But I still had that thought in the back of my head, like it's gonna,
Yeah.
they're
Are we
gonna
programmed like
reflect.
that though? In
Yeah.
some ways, like we can't help when we're
I overthink.
when
But
we're,
people
when we're
please.
little, when we're
Yeah.
tiny little people growing. It's like we go to our parents, we draw something and they're like, yay, that's
Good
so
job.
great. And we love that. And we're so proud of you. And, that kind of takes us, I think, as we grow, it kind of takes over a little bit and we still strive for that.
Along with that, like I feel like I overthink a lot, so I'm always like,
who doesn't?
you know,
these days?
especially in high school, like I feel like I just overthink so much, like what other people are gonna think. But then you just have to think for a moment, like
do they really
Or
care
not
that
think.
much?
And just
yeah,
feel, right?
yeah, just like
They don't care
Go
that
with a
much.
no care ponytail. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever heard that expression? Like
No.
a no care ponytail.
Just you and your tap.
Yeah,
Just you and your
that's
tap
it.
juice.
When I tap, I wear a no care ponytail all the time. But no, I mean, I think there's thinking with your head and then and then feeling with your heart.
Yeah.
And
Head in the heart.
and at a certain age, I think you recognize very strongly, that you can listen to your heart and I think that's a song.
Listen to your heart.
and make decisions based on that instead of being so rational. There's plenty of time to be rational. When you're an adult, there's no more of this, following your passions on a whim.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so do it now. That's my
This
recommendation.
is the best time. These are going to be your best 4 years ever. That's what everyone tells you.
Also, this like in high school, there's the VPA, there's DECA, there's
Yeah.
so many clubs,
Join
so many schools.
Stuff. Oh my God, I will
Yeah.
emphasize that till I am.
You
out
find your
of here.
friends. You find all your friends. You find like what you want to be and like what you want to
your
do.
little-
100%.
your
Like if
little niche.
you, like I'm in like a couple of clubs. I've met so many people like through sports. I've like grown apart from people and then like reconnected myself through sports, and it's just so crazy because those are the people I'm gonna miss the most. The people who I don't
Yeah.
see every day, but they are still my closest friends, and I appreciate them and I love them. And literally just get involved. Like that is probably my biggest piece of advice. Also, don't walk in the corner of the hallways, or else you will be obliterated by other people.
Okay, yeah. So make wide turns.
Yeah, make some wide turns. Don't go on a sharp angle.
I actually practice that.
You do.
Yes.
I should
That's
come
what
in
someone
early to
told
do
me on
that.
my freshman tour guide, like my tour. That's what they said, and I literally
Don't
stuck with
hit
that.
the corner.
Don't
hit the corner.
walk on the corner of the
You're
wall.
done
I think it
for.
was Maggie Halsey who told me that.
Really?
I
It was
could see
definitely
that.
Maggie.
Yeah, I could see that.
She's quite the character.
Yes.
I love Maggie.
No, did I just see her? No, I just saw Tori.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, Maggie was with her. Was Maggie with her this
Probably.
weekend? Or last week? Yeah. Those are
guess
some,
they were all
some
on
seniors
spring break.
who
Yeah.
graduated last year. Everybody comes back for spring break. Not everybody, but
Yeah.
a few. A few
People
of
hit
them.
Miami,
I saw a lot of them.
A few of the
Florida.
goodies.
Yeah, it's glad to see them.
So
Yeah, but thank you so much for coming
Yes.
on.
Thank
and
you
for
talking
We
having
to
really
us.
us.
appreciate
What a
it.
great talk.
I hope you guys out there listening have
Mhm.
taken your notes because Miss Conklin will be checking. Are you
3
checking?
points.
Oh,
I'm checking.
3 points honors
3
class.
points, at least 3
points.
points. Like, I mean, I think we gave them a lot to work
Yeah.
with. I don't know if they know because they can't see
I
this
can give
lovely
them-
velvet table, but
Environment
right,
setting.
the girls don't have scripts, so
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
I think that's important. I mean, I know they're going to have to for our project, going to have to write some things.
Oh,
down, but
no, yeah, but
just
honestly,
to kind of feel the vibe of like more like spontaneity, where
no, yeah,
some of the things that all the things that we talked about, they might have had some things in mind, but some of the questions that I asked, you
Yeah.
two kind of came up out of just, the natural flow of our conversation, which is, just one of those things that I'm hoping.
Yeah.
no, yeah. Some
came
quick
across.
tips for you guys. I used to write 3 main things that I wanted to reach about, and then I would just start by asking the question. Like for this one, we did the high school background and stuff, and like this is just like a basic format of everything. And when to change the topic. You want to let the conversation breathe. Let the conversation flow. Don't be afraid to jump in and say something and add a subtopic. Like you just want to have a normal conversation. And as soon as you feel that the conversation is dying out, that's when you switch to a new question. Because then it'll give you A, more time, B, more freedom to stretch things out however you must. And if you don't like the question, and you just let the conversation die out and quickly switch into it. Because I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but as soon as everybody kind of got quiet, that's when one of us would jump in and say something. Like we stopped talking about high school, and then I jumped in with the embarrassing stories and stuff like that. Like always, like you feel when it happens, that's when you switch the topic. And that is the biggest piece of advice. Write 3 things down, and as soon as the conversation dies out, that's when you go in and switch.
Wow.
Good advice.
Yeah, that was very good advice.
Y'all all better be getting 100s now. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching the Spartan Update podcast. We will see you guys soon. Stay tuned this Friday for a new Spartan Update episode.
Bye.